I'm Greg Baroni, Chairman of the Women's Center's Board of Directors, as well as founder and CEO of Attain. This year, I am pleased to announce that the Women's Center is awarding the Community Champion for Mental Health to a leader who has made remarkable efforts to promote mental health and well-being in our community. Chairman and CEO of Leidos, Roger Krone. A steadfast and generous supporter of the center, Roger is committed to establishing and promoting programs focused on mental health for Leidos employees, their families, and the broader community. From education and awareness to research and employee resources focused on addiction, anxiety, depression, and COVID-19 related impacts, as well as suicide prevention, Roger has shown an impressive dedication to driving bold conversations and programs that break the stigma around mental health. Please join me in congratulating and thanking Roger Krone for his incredible contributions to this important cause.
Thank you, and thanks to Rachna and the entire team at the Women's Center for this honor. Again, I'm Roger Krone, Chairman and CEO of Leidos. Our Intelligence Group President, Vicki Szymanski, first introduced Leidos to the Women's Center more than 5 years ago. Thank you, Vicki, for your continued leadership. Since that time, it has been an honor to support the Center's mission, both as a corporation and through the volunteer efforts of our employees, particularly members of our Women's Network Employee Resource Group. We can only be truly healthy when we take care of our physical as well as our mental health. That's why we at Leidos are committed to prioritizing the mental health of our employees, their families, and the communities we serve. In 2017, I launched an initiative to help do our part in taking action against the opioid epidemic. At that time, the magnitude of this crisis was just hitting headlines. As a team, we enacted many initiatives to tackle the issue, internally and in our communities. We also challenged other companies to do the same. Over time, our efforts grew to address not just the opioid addiction, but the broader challenges and underlying contributors to addiction associated with mental health and well-being. This past May, we introduced a mental health sustainability initiative focused on 3 areas: opioid misuse and substance use disorder prevention, the impact of COVID-19 on anxiety and depression, and anti-suicide efforts, especially related to veterans and other vulnerable populations, including healthcare workers. By driving bold conversations that break the stigma around mental health and by advancing research, I personally believe we can contribute to a world where the mind is better understood, developed, and protected. COVID-19 and systemic racism are contributing to heightened rates of anxiety and depression and trauma that have affected all of us, particularly the most vulnerable. The Women's Center's 46-year mission to make mental health care accessible addresses the need to support those members of our community. Now more than ever, the services they provide are vital. No matter how dark this year has been, they have remained a constant beacon of hope. We all know someone, whether in our family, our children, our friends, or at work, who suffers from anxiety, depression, or other mental illness. We all know someone who needs our help to destigmatize mental health and to seek the treatment and support that organizations like the Women's Center provide. In their honor and to that end, please consider an auction bid and give what you can tonight. Now is the time for us to come together and take care of each other. Thank you again for this honor.